Last week, I stumbled across a YouTube channel about natural remedies. Nothing fancy, just stock footage, a decent voiceover, and some solid information. But they had 4.7 million views on their most popular video. So I dug deeper. I got curious about this, and it turns out this entire channel is run by someone who's never shown their face, has no medical background that you can tell, and they just started this channel 2 years ago. What's their secret? It's a dead simple AI process that I think any of us can copy. And I'm going to show you exactly what that 3-step process is, and we'll use it live to create our own video. Okay, first things first, I want to show you exactly what kind of channel I'm talking about, because I don't know about you, but I get excited and also a little skeptical when I hear about opportunities like this. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you their estimated income and the estimated income from similar channels, all in that same kind of niche, and this is going to blow you away. And what I want you to see is the view counts on these videos too, so that you know I'm not just making this stuff up. And hey, by the way, my name is Jim Shirley. I help people get going with making money online with digital products, affiliate marketing, and AI methods, just like this one I'm about to show you today. I've got a free community of over 1,500 other online entrepreneurs, and inside there's tons of other resources for people looking to get going with their online business. You get one-on-one access to ask me questions and get your business going. The link to join that is just down in the description, and I'll also put links to what it is I'm going to be showing you today down in the description as well. Okay, right off the bat, one thing I love about this is that it's not a hot trend kind of thing. It's not something that you and I are going to miss if we don't jump right on this in the next 5 minutes. In fact, this is the kind of thing that's been published over and over and over again on YouTube, on the web, on television, radio, in newspapers, and this has been going on since long before the internet came around, okay? And what that means is it's evergreen, which is great for us, all right? So let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to bounce over here to one of these channels. This is one of the channels that I wanted to show you, and so this is the one that caught my attention. Here's the thing. If we look at the popular videos, okay, so this is like what caught my attention. 4 million views, 2.3 million. Welcome to today's video. All right. And you can see, like, when I start playing the video, that basically what we've got here is something that doesn't have like a doctor on it, doesn't have a person in there or anything like that. These guys basically, as I scroll through here, are just using what's called B-roll footage, all right? So that is what one of those looks like. So look at that. 2.9, 1.4, 1.4, 1 million, 1 million. They've got quite a few in the 100,000s as well. So it's really impressive. What they're doing is just conveying information that's helpful to a particular audience, okay? And they're doing that with basically using the 3 tools that I'm going to show you here in just a minute, okay? Now let's look at the stats, all right? So because like you, I was skeptical about not only those views, but like what does that translate into as far as income, okay? So this is the thing I want you to look at, okay? This is over the last 28 days. Hey, real quick, if you're liking this video so far, would you please give it a like? That really helps out with YouTube finding this video and helping it get to a larger audience, and I would totally appreciate it. All right, let's get back to it. What they would show here is a range of 1.4 to 3.9 thousand a month, and that's from the advertising revenue, as this is a monetized channel. And so that would be our goal, is basically get monetized, right? And that's what's beautiful about this particular business model. The whole thing is, hey, like, you just create videos, right? Like, there's no product, there's no support, there's no anything. It's just you creating videos, making income as you produce those, as people watch those videos, once you get monetized. So I can say that with my channel, this particular service and others tend to underestimate a little bit. So like on my channel, what it suggests is that I make between like $60 and like $200 per month. And so far my lowest payment month has been $550. So keep that in mind, right? Like I think these are conservative estimates, but you never know, right? Now, what's cool is there are plenty of channels just like this. Okay, let's just open that. Now, these guys do the same exact thing, all right? You can see here they've got 1 million views, 750, 250,000. So their videos are, I would argue, maybe even a little lower quality than the ones we were looking at before, okay? Let me just get past this ad here really quick. Okay, so what they do, they don't do quite as much like video footage, B-roll stuff. They actually just add images in and then just basically caption the script up on the video. So that works too, right? What matters usually is that like this is something that is helpful to people, that this is something that is interesting to the audience. It's not always about having a super polished like delivery. So as you know, with like TikTok and stuff like that, sometimes the most viral videos aren't really like beautifully shot footage and all that stuff. They're just raw, like good stuff, and the information is what's entertaining, right? So if we look at their information here, $310 to $1,000 a month. Now, one thing I want to show you here is, let me just bounce back over to this Incredibly Healthy channel. These guys have actually, once they got monetized, not only are they doing ad revenue, but they started a membership. Once you get monetized, they allow you on YouTube to basically set up a membership where people can pay anywhere from like $3 to $5 a month is kind of the typical thing to be a member of your channel. All right, and then you get 70% of that revenue. So they've got a membership here as well. That's like a secondary source of income, and it all is paid through YouTube. Okay, so that's another one. Now here is another channel. Let's just show you one more, just because I really want to be sure you've got like some sense for like proof here of this really working. Once again, 268,000 views over the last 28 days, 3,000 new subscribers. I mean, in 1 month, you know, that's pretty good, right? And it gets 700 to 2,000 almost in ad revenue. So just another channel. But the other thing I would say to you is that when you've got just one video that does this, you know, where you get 4 million views or even less, right? That can be enough to monetize the channel. They've produced quite a few, but it only takes 1 or 2 videos to go sort of popular on YouTube to get you monetized. So it doesn't have to be a super long multi-year road to get there. Now, how would you like to take the 3 tools that I mentioned and create these same kind of videos on your own so that you can start making this kind of passive income as well? We're going to use 3 tools, and we are going to produce our own video just like what you saw just now, okay? And we're going to do that just using a simple AI like ChatGPT. Could use DeepSeek, you could use Gemini, whatever. And I'm going to give you a prompt to use to help with this, okay? All right, so let's jump in. I want to go over here to my ChatGPT. Okay, so here's the script we're going to use, all right? I wanted to write, now I already knew coming into this that I wanted to write about garlic, okay, as a naturopathic remedy. And so that was my example here. You could definitely just sort of ask ChatGPT to come up with some topics for you to record videos about. So think about like who you want to make videos for. Like if we look at this channel, they're targeting like senior citizens, right? And people who maybe not completely senior citizens, but who are probably like over 55 and are thinking about health things and watching YouTube videos about that. Okay, so that's like their target demographic. Think about yours. So if you're doing a gardening channel or you're doing something else, just think about that demographic and then talk to ChatGPT about it and say, hey, what are these kind of folks looking to learn more about? Now, what I prompt here is that I'm going to need a serious script writer. So everybody who's writing scripts with AI kind of gets that same series of phrases and stuff like that over and over again, and it's just becoming a little more apparent to everyone like that maybe is not original. But if you can ask it to sort of be unique and different, which I do here, then you get a better script. So then basically what it does is come back with a outline for you, and that I encourage you to just review that, make sure that you're happy with it. So this is what I got for a hook, and I was really happy with it. All right. Generates curiosity, and then I like the outline here. So I said, hey, basically, let's go for it. And then I basically say stuff like, just remove all the narrator. And the reason we want to tell it to like remove all of that scene and narrator changes and all that stuff throughout the script is that we don't really need that. What we really need is just a text block that we can take over to step number 2, which is our audio recording. Let's just highlight it, and then I'm going to copy it, and then we're going to go over to this tool that I really like, which is Minimax. Okay, Minimax Audio. You've probably heard about them for the video generation, but maybe not for the audio. But I pay them $5 a month. I like the voices they have. I think they do a pretty good job, and it just keeps improving like all the other AIs right now. I chose this voice.
Let me share with you what I've learned over the years. My experience has taught me that...
All right. They've got a whole bunch of voices, and so once you choose a voice, then you just kind of paste your script in there. So I can paste that in there, and then I can basically just hit the generate button.
It's been used as medicine for over 4,000 years. Soldiers carried it into battle. Monks swore by it. And today, it's probably dying a slow death at the bottom of your fridge. But garlic, real garlic, is a powerhouse. And it's about time we remembered why. In ancient Egypt, garlic was so valued it was given to laborers building the pyramids.
See, pretty good, right? So, and that's just the first pass. Okay, you can always, like if you're not happy with the tone or how it starts, I particularly pay attention to like the first sentence, which is kind of the hook. You really want it to sound good, right? So regenerate it if you have to. It only takes a few credits, and yeah. Okay, so then once you have your audio file ready to go, then you just hit this little download button over here. So let me just turn on my cursor highlight. So way down here in the bottom right, you just hit the little download your script, the audio. It's an MP3 file, okay? And then you're good to go, all right? Because the next step is we're just gonna take that audio over to Canva and start making a video, okay? So let's bounce over to Canva. Now, when you come into Canva, you're gonna be on the home screen, and I use a pro plan. It costs $13 a month. I think it's totally worth it if you're not already a pro subscriber. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit create, and that's just gonna bring up this thing. But once you have videos, you'll be able to do a landscape. You could do mobile too, so this exact same process would work whether you choose to do this as a mobile video or a landscape video. Okay, so I'm gonna choose landscape. All right, and then the next thing that we do is we go to uploads here, and we just upload that audio file that we downloaded a few minutes ago. Okay, so let's grab that and say open. All right, I've already uploaded it here, so you'll find it in, once you've uploaded, you'll find it over here in audio, if it doesn't go there automatically. Okay, and then what we're gonna do here is just drag that audio down here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna move it. Now you can see our video is only 5 seconds, so if I click here on this timing and type in just some big number, like 500 seconds or something, I think that makes it into 8 minutes, which is longer than our script in this case, which is perfect. Okay, We don't care about those being different times right now.
1,000 years.
So that looks good. Now, the other thing I want to draw your attention to here is this zoom page. And if I click on that, now I can zoom the thumbnails down here. All right, so this is where I can like kind of zoom the audio and stuff in and out. And you'll start to see, like, as you zoom in, that there are flat spots in your audio, which is good, okay? Because those tend to be parts where we're going to split the video so that we can drag on like a new scene. So I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. Okay, so let's just move this little cursor guy back to the beginning. And the first thing we're going to do is just listen to what's in the audio.
It's been used as medicine for over 4,000 years.
Okay, so I'm going to hit my space bar right here just so that it stops playing. It's been used as medicine for over 4,000 years. Okay, so like I'm going to just type in here. I'm going to go to elements first. Okay, and now we're going to start finding video clips to add. Ancient medicine. Okay. And then I'm going to go up here to videos. All right. And then I'm just going to look through here. Okay, so like here's one. That looks kind of interesting. I'm just going to pull that video right down here. Okay. So that looks kind of interesting to me.
It's been used as medicine for over 4,000 years.
Now I'm going to pause it right there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is see how this black line is just kind of right here. I can move it around with my mouse and see how the audio down here is kind of at a flat spot where he's pausing between the next phrase that he says. I'm just going to hit the S key. All right, so I just hit the S key, and then what that does is it splits the scene here. Okay, so
soldiers carried.
All right, now I want to show you, like, I got it just a little off there. If I drag it to the right, that just extends this scene a little bit so that it goes to the point where before he changes into saying something else.
Soldiers carried it into battle.
So now,
monks swore by it.
Okay, soldiers and monks. Okay, so the next video we need is going to be some like ancient. Let's go like monks here. All right, then we'll go to videos again. I kind of like this one right here. I'm just going to drag this on. If I don't like it, I can always change it, right? All right, so now I'm going to just click here. I'm going to hit play again.
Over 4,000 years, soldiers carried it into battle. Monks swore by it.
Okay, so if I pause right there, now I can split again. Okay, now before I do that, what I'm going to do is make some transitions here. And the reason I do this, I'm going to make a transition and then we're going to put a transition in every time we split from here on. You don't want to do them all at the end because the way Canva does it with the transitions, it kind of will make so your video gets off alignment with the audio because it kind of cuts off some of the scene. I don't know why. I don't really know what all that means, but I know that it's true. So if you do the transitions as you go, then everything stays cool. So the way we do transitions, we just kind of click down here in between the two scenes, like page 1, page 2. Hover my mouse there, and then this bottom little icon says add transition. I'm going to hit that. I like to use this dissolve one. Okay, so see how it like trimmed them a little bit? But I'll show you what it looks like.
1,000 years, soldiers carried it into battle.
It just makes it like a good, nice
monks swore by it.
thing. So now I'm going to hit the S key to make a new split here before he talks about the next thing. And what I'm going to do now is I can just click on that transition and I can say apply between all pages. All right. Now if it does end up kind of cutting things off and getting to the wrong place, you can always drag the size of these a little bit. So I'm just going to do that.
Soldiers carried it into battle. Monks swore by it. And today, it's probably dying a slow death at the bottom of your fridge.
Okay, so this next scene is going to be something like a refrigerator. That looks pretty good. Let's go to videos. Drag that one on. That looks pretty good. Okay, so you can see basically what I'm doing here is just creating a video. Okay, so now I'm going to show you one where I actually went through and kind of finished the whole thing. And so that you've got an example. All
One
right.
of the most powerful medicines on earth is sitting in your kitchen right now. It's not some exotic superfood that costs $50 an ounce. It's garlic. That humble bowl that cost...
See how those transitions are working pretty good? Okay, so you can basically see all of the little pieces are strung together here. We've got a whole video, right? And so your final step is just to download this as a movie. So when we're ready, we just hit share, okay, and then download. And now what's going to happen here is it's going to say pages 1 to 22. Those are the scenes that we've got here, all right? And so we're just going to leave that selected and hit download. As far as quality, I like to have them at 1080p. Then we just hit download, and then what's going to do is just put it on your computer and it'll be ready for you to upload over to YouTube, okay? Once you've got your video downloaded, then it's time to come over to YouTube and basically upload it to your channel, all right? So I'm assuming you've got yourself a YouTube account, you've got yourself a channel. Go to your channel, hit create, and then upload video, all right? So we'll hit upload here, and then let's just grab, okay, so it looks like this is a mobile one, all right? That's okay, it's the same exact process, whether you're doing a short video, mobile style, or a long form video, okay? Because then what's gonna happen is it's gonna start the process of uploading the video, and then your next step is just going to be titling and giving a description to the video, okay? And so what we can do here is when we've got a script and everything, then we can basically just go and say, okay, what should I title it? You know what? And help me write a video description that will get this video found in YouTube search. Okay, so then, yeah, you can kind of leverage ChatGPT here to come up with some ideas and write a description for you based on the script. Okay, so we could do one of these titles. Okay, I like this number 5 one. Okay, so we'll take that and then we just replace the title there. Okay, now if you're doing a short video, it will suggest some hashtags for you. And even if you're doing a long form, it's okay to add some hashtags in there into your description and stuff as well. Okay, so let's see. Now let's go back here and get our description. I'm just going to hit copy down here. Yeah, there it puts some hashtags in there for us, so that's perfect. Okay, and then I just go in and paste that. Now we just want to be sure we remove any of the ChatGPT stuff. Okay, and there we go. For the short videos, that's what it's going to look like. Now for a long video, you're also going to need to make a thumbnail. Otherwise, they'll choose one for you, and it probably won't get a lot of views just because people really rely on the thumbnails in YouTube. So let's go over to our friend Canva. We're going to hit create. And then what we'll do is say YouTube thumbnail. Perfect. Now Canva's got a ton of templates like ready to go for you. So like up here in the design thing, you'll see there's just this huge list of pretty good thumbnails. Okay, maybe they're not the best on YouTube or whatever, but find something that you kind of like. I kind of like this one. All right, and then we just look at like what was our title again? What happens when you actually use garlic right? All right, kind of like to keep these really simple, so we'll just kind of delete some of this stuff here and make this a little bigger. Okay, like that, and then it's pretty nice having you know, some of these people on here, but maybe what we'll do here is just go for a picture of garlic. All right, so let's find a photo here that we can use. Okay, now I'm just going to drag this around over to this little square right there. There we go. Just going to get rid of that one altogether. Okay, and then there we go. We've got a thumbnail, so now we can basically just download that to our computer. Boom. Put that into your channel there. So from your videos, you'll have just a little thumbnail thing right under the description where you can upload. And you can always change them too. There we go. This is a great process, right? But you can enjoy, if you can learn to enjoy just the process of creating these videos, then you can see that this can actually be something you can monetize. And what I love about it is you can do it anytime, right? Like you can put on headphones so you can hear the audio. Then that means you can do this at work, you can do this in the evenings or early in the mornings while everybody's sleeping, and just pump out a video or two every week or more and build up a channel to where, you know, you can start basically generating passive income from it. And all you have to do is just keep producing new videos. So that's it in a nutshell. This is all possible. It really can be a big income producer for you. So, hey, if you found this helpful and you like this, then please give it a like. And I'd love to have you as a subscriber on the channel as well. So if you're not a subscriber, then why not join up? All right. Thanks a lot for joining me. There's some videos popping up on screen right now, some other stuff from my channel. I hope you like it. Check it out. And we will see you in the next video.